conduct, now 2 felony assaults, a burglary, and he's a fugitive from justice on the failure date? No, it's unacceptable.
A probation or was I'm not saying. Just
Since 2023, you have picked up a disorderly conduct of discharging a firearm, felony assault, burglary of a habitation, and now a failure to ID. No, I'm not going to accept. You need to understand that I, as the judge here, do not have to accept a plea bargain agreement in this case, and I'm not going to. I will not accept the time served, and I'm ready to set this thing for trial. You're looking at, a year on the disorderly conduct, and I think it's unacceptable with all this and his lengthy criminal history. It's unacceptable to do. So I'm ready.
I believe the disorderly conduct is Class B.
Yeah, it is charged as a B. Regardless, I mean, I'm not ready to accept the time served on these cases, not with this criminal history and not while he has picked up all these cases, 3 felonies while on
What
bond.
would you accept?
I don't know, but something significant. It's just too much, Mr. Portillo, and you're not getting it. And it's time. So
He does have 22 days credit.
that's,
I'm just trying to find out
I understand.
what you would say.
I'm ready to set this thing. Yeah. All right. So
What? So would you accept anything?
I don't know.
I mean, I would say I don't believe the state's spoken to their witness on the Class B disorderly conduct case. So
It's just
I understand.
100 and something days.
I understand, Your Honor.
With that.
And I know you just got in here, Blaze, so
And with that, felony, same complainants,
same complainant as the felony assaults?
sure.
Yeah, nothing under 180 and unacceptable. No. So we do that or I'm sending it for trial.
So 180 days. Okay.
Or yeah, 180. I mean, we have a disorderly conduct, now 2 felony assaults, a burglary, and he's a fugitive from justice on the failure date? No,
Would
it's
you
unacceptable.
A probation or I'm not saying. I'm just trying to ask. So no.
I don't think state can really offer probation.
And
All
I
right.
not with this kind of baggage. No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys decide what you want to do and let me know. And then we
So it'd be 180 days minimum.
I'm not, it's just way too much baggage. No, it's time to,
Well, I just want to know just if we should even try to negotiate because I don't want to do that and then.
I mean, I'm okay with that. If that's what you guys want to do. Otherwise,
Anything 180 days, if you please to want to dismiss one.
I'm okay. If you want to do that, sure.
I'm not saying we're going to take that. I just want to know.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
If I could have 5 minutes with my client and then we'll.
Come, Mr. Elick, come on.
I know, I'm just.
Take your time.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
So he's out on bond for an aggravated assault now, right?
Aggravated sexual as well. At Fort Bend, yeah, so he's on step to further adjudication out of Fort Bend County, Your Honor. And then he has these 2 new charges that he picked up. I thought you were saying in Harris County.
No, I'm just curious, what all does he have open at this time?
So it's just the Fort Bend County case, Your Honor, and I'm happy to apprise you of the facts and make sense.
No, I'm just, can you apprise what happened in this case, please?
Yes, so on February 24th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a burglary of a residence in progress call in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, the property manager, and the complainant stated that she was working around 11:30 a.m. and received a call from a witness who was working the pool and notified her that the defendant had kicked down the front door to a unit and the defendant had entered the unit. The complainant stated the defendant had been evicted from the apartment that morning and was given a reasonable amount of time to gather their stuff and leave. Once the complainant confirmed with the defendant that his stuff had been secured, the complainant locked the unit. Complainant stated the defendant still came back and kicked down the front door and entered inside to grab items. The damage was $650. The defendant stated that he was at the corner store near the apartment and that he was not in the unit, nor did he kick down the front door. The defendant stated that he was there to help with his cousin and did not do anything wrong. The officer observed a writ of possession taped to the door, stating on February 24, 2025, the tenant was served and a trespass warning was attached to it. The defendant gave the law enforcement officer a false name, Latravius Bell, date of birth, March 26, 2000. Officer asked multiple times, to which the defendant confirmed his name was correct. And the defendant was later ID'd via APHIS to be Latravius Bell, revealing the defendant to have an outstanding out-of-county warrant out of Fort Bend for failure to appear for the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Can I speak, Your Honor? My understanding of the facts, without saying this is what he said, but it was him and his cousin. The officers are responding to a description. His cousin also has dreads, Your Honor. They were moving out of the apartment that day. He took a break to go to the store to go get an iced tea. And his cousin found out that they had locked the door on him or whatever. And his cousin is the one who kicked the door in. But they both have dreads. He was coming back to the location. If you notice, he wasn't at the location when they detained him. He was coming back to the location. They stopped him and asked him his name. And because he had this out-of-county issue in Fort Bend County, he gave a different name because he wasn't sure why they were stopping him. But he wasn't there. He's totally caught off surprise with all of this. And it's of note that he was residing with his cousin and they'd just been evicted that morning. So they were moving their stuff out. So the conversation reads as if, or the DIMS reads as if it was all with him. It's not reading that it was with two different people.
Can you run the NCIC? My concern is that he has an open aggravated assault with deadly weapon. Is he on probation or is it just an open case?
He's on probation and it was an open warrant for failure to appear.
Which is why we're
You
creating.
realize that you're on probation for an extremely serious case that could land you in prison for like 20 years. Do you realize this? No, I don't think you do. You can go to prison for a very long time. And it's a 3G offense, meaning that whatever you get sentenced to, you have to do half the time before you're even eligible for parole. So if they sentence you to 12 years, you have to do 6 until you're even eligible for parole. Do you understand? You must live like you have a freaking halo over your head because you've now picked up these 2 cases. Well, I don't even know if you're on probation, but if you are, and now you've picked up these 2 cases, Fort Bend isn't like Harris County. Brazoria isn't like Harris County. Brazos isn't like Harris County. They are a lot tough. Do you get my drift? What are you doing with yourself now?
I currently had a job. I lost a job when I went to jail, but I'm trying to get back to strict will now.
People who have too much time on their hands become self-destructive. Mr. Bell, I don't want you smoking anything. I don't want you using alcohol, and I'm going to test you to make sure that you're not. Do you understand? And I want you back here in 2 weeks to show me what you are doing with your life, either a job or actively enrolled in school. And if you're not doing anything, it's really not going to go well for you. Those are probably conditions that are on your felony probation as it is. Do you understand? So I'm going to ensure that you're not going to fall through the cracks. Get my drift? So you either do it the right way or you're going to end up with me. I'm sending you now for a drug test.
Okay, got it.
I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you so I know where you are and you're not to go out in the middle of the night. Do you understand? And I want you back here in 2 weeks to show me what you have done. I want to see like 25 applications or you must be actively enrolled in school. Do you understand? Okay, got it. Thanks, Doug.
Judge, 10,
Yeah.
after 6 or 7,
Do 10 to 6.
Refrain from,
Alcohol, drugs, no weapons.
refrain from possession.
No going back to this location.